Welcome to this review of chapter 1079 of One Piece. This chapter is titled Four Emperors, the Red Hair Pirates. So yes, Shanks is getting involved again. He's back after he was teased at Elbaf a few chapters ago. And so this chapter is really easy to review because unlike the other chapters, which are broken into so many little pieces, this chapter is basically broken into two main parts. The scene with York on Egghead, and then the scene with Shanks on Elbaf. So Oda decided to follow up on this Shanks story, which he hasn't done for so many of the plot threads that are remaining in One Piece. Like what's happening with Law, like what's happening with Vivi. There's so many things that are going on at once. At least we're getting some answers. So let's get into the chapter. The cover page. So the Germa 66's Merciless Excursion cover story is now finished. It ended last chapter with the reveal of Neo Mads, ran by Caesar and Judge. So now it's just funny fan requests that Oda draws. And this one is Luffy watering a lion in a sunflower field instead of a sunflower. So classic Luffy. Now on to the actual chapter. So we start on Egghead. The whole first half is a flashback to only a few hours ago. So York starts by relaying her plan to all the Seraphim and to us as the audience to get us wrapped up on the whole situation. So she is worried that she's going to be killed by the government since she is a Vegapunk body. So of course they're going to kill her. So she wants the Seraphim to kill everyone besides her, Stella Vegapunk, and Cypher Pole hostages that they have in the basement. I'm sure these hostages are going to be used as a bargaining tool for York to keep her life because the Gorosei and the Marines are going to come and they're probably going to kill her. She also mentions places that they can't destroy on the island. My theory for one of these places, she doesn't actually say it, so my theory is Punk Records, because without Punk Records, York would probably shut down. And then it also could be some other holding cells for Seraphim body. I keep coming back to that because I want the other Seraphim bodies to have a role to play. But anyway, the flashback ends and it shows the Egghead residents starting their escape plan and boarding a ship. And Sentomaru's there and a bunch of police Kuma. And then in the sea, out in the distance, we get a silhouette of a ship. And that ship turns out to be one of the Blackbeard pirates. I doubt it's Blackbeard himself, but Blackbeard has plenty of his 10 Titanic captains that could be on that ship. Well, it could be Blackbeard because we don't know the actual timing of his fight with Law, but it also could be one of his other captains. My theory is it could be what we saw in the cover series, which was the ship with Aokiji, Van Augur, and Pudding as a hostage. Of course, Van Augur, he could be anywhere because he has teleporting capabilities. So that scene ends, and now we get to the best part of the chapter, which is Elbaf, Shanks versus Kid. So the Kid Pirates need to fight some of the fodder pirates in Shanks's fleet first. They introduce themselves. I'll read some of their names. The Puddle Pirates Captain, Ballfingers Giratoni, the Social Club Captain, Dentures Fugar, and Princess of the Burgio Pirates, Shivering Pururu. So, these captains are kind of no names, and they even make plenty of jokes about how they're so weak, and all of Shanks's fleet is so weak, and they would be nothing without Shanks. Even not, it doesn't show just these three. It shows some other people in Shanks's fleet who all they do is make jokes about how weak they are and how they're nothing without Shanks. So the main crew of Shanks, his red-haired pirates, his captains, they start telling him about who Kid is. They tell him about his 3 billion berry bounty. And Shanks like nonchalantly asks about like the situation with Blackbeard, like anything other than the situation that he's in right now. Which means he's probably not taking this very seriously. Why should he? He's an emperor, and Kid isn't on his level. And so he's reading the intel on Kid that they give him, like some facts, like he's from the South Blue and stuff. So meanwhile, Eustace Kid, who's facing off, well, he's not facing off yet, but he's face to face with a bunch of the Shanks fleet. He's getting impatient. So what he does, he charges up his big ass cannon that comes out of his arm that he's gonna wreck the whole fleet with. So when he takes out his big cannon, Shanks has a sight of the future, and he sees that his entire fleet is up in flames and it's all destroyed. And the damage is really bad. So now we know that Shanks, along with his other types of hockey, like observation hockey, he also has future sight. So Shanks gets serious now because even though his fleet is very weak, he cares about everyone, and everyone in his fleet is like his family. So literally within a flash of a second, Shanks speed blitzes Kid and appears right in front of him. And before Kid gets the chance to even shoot his cannon, Shanks uses Divine Departure, which is one of Goldie Rogers' moves that Shanks copied. And Roger, he used this move against Odin, against Blackbeard in that one scene in the Odin flashbacks. So it's a really powerful move. So this move one-shots Kid, and not only that, the move also blows up all of Kid's ship. The Kid's pirates even attempt to stop Shanks after this all happens, because Kid's knocked out and Killer's knocked out because Killer tried to help Kid. So the weak ones, they try to bargain with Shanks and give him their road poneglyphs, which he originally asked for, but it's kind of too late now. Their offer doesn't work because on the island right next to the ship are the two giants, Dory and Bragi. And what they do, they use their Hakoku Sovereignty, which is the same move they used to kill the giant fish that swallowed up the Straw Hats back on Little Garden. So this move is extremely powerful as it killed that big fish. Now this time they used it and it obliterates all of Kid's ship. So their crew, as it says in the chapter, is utterly destroyed. And there might not even be any survivors of the Kid pirates. They might be all gone. But that's it. That's the end of chapter 1079 in One Piece. There's a break next week, unfortunately. But this was a great chapter nonetheless. We sadly probably won't get anything with Shanks for the next while because he made his one appearance in every 100 chapters. But now that it's near the end, maybe, you never know. And rip to Kid, Killer, and the rest of his crew. And of course, like and subscribe if you made it this far. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.